Today is 23rd April 2025, Wednesday. I am here, Pampa Kuchlan, a member of Hosla, a senior citizen startup organization, reading news from Hosla Radio. At least 28 people have been killed, including a Navy officer, after terrorists struck a prime tourist location of Pahalgam in South Kashmir on Tuesday, April 22, 2025, government sources said. Condemning the terror attack on tourists in Jammu and Kashmir's Pahalgam, Prime Minister Narendra Modi said that those behind the heinous act will be brought to justice. Mr. Modi held a telephonic conversation with Union Home Minister Amit Shah following the terrorist attack and directed him to take all necessary measures in response to the incident. Mr. Shah has left for Srinagar to hold an urgent security review meeting with all the agencies. Deeply disturbing news out of Kashmir. US supports India, Trump said on Truth Social. Pope Francis, history's first Latin American pontiff who charmed the world with his humble style and concern for the poor, died on Monday. He was 88. Last Monday morning at 7:35 a.m., the Bishop of Rome, Francis, returned to the home of the Father. His entire life was dedicated to the service of the Lord and of his church, said Farrell, the Vatican camelingo who takes charge after a pontiff's death. World leaders on Monday extolled Francis's commitment to the most marginalized members of the society. Amid the ongoing judiciary versus executive debate, Vice President Jagdeep Dhankar on Tuesday said, Parliament is supreme and the elected representatives are the ultimate masters. Speaking at an event in Delhi University, he asserted that there is no visualization in the Constitution of any authority above Parliament. As the siege by hundreds of thousands of jobless school teachers of West Bengal continues, agitation at the School Service Commission office in Salt Lake over the release of eligible candidates, Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee on Tuesday appealed to them to return to their workplace. She also assured them of providing them salaries and saving their jobs legally by fighting the verdict of the Supreme Court that recently cancelled their appointments totaling 25,753 in a 2016 recruitment scam. Ms. Banerjee said at an event in Gwaltor of West Midnapur, you don't need to worry about who is eligible and who is not. You only need to worry about whether you have your job or whether you are getting your salaries on time. The list to identify the eligible and ineligible teachers remains with the government and the court. The sacked Bengal teachers alleged that the SSC has lost all credibility after its failure to publish the list of untainted candidates. They remained unmoved by Chief Minister's appeal. Governor C.V. Anand Bose was admitted to the Eastern Command Hospital in Kolkata on Monday, showing symptoms of chest pain and discomfort, according to sources at Raj Bhavan. He was taken to the hospital in the Alipur area around 10 a.m. Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee paid a visit to Bose at the hospital before leaving for Salboni in East Midnapur to participate in a foundation stone laying ceremony of the power plant of JSW. Officials at the Raj Bhavan said Bose had complained of chest congestion after returning from riot-hit Murshidabad district on Saturday. The Calcutta High Court on Monday observed why the West Bengal government and West Bengal School Service Commission are taking time to implement the order by the Supreme Court cancelling 25,753 teaching and non-teaching jobs in state-run schools. Acting on a contempt of court petition filed against the state government and WBSSC for not implementing the apex court order, Calcutta High Court's division bench of Justice Debangshu Bosak and Justice Sabbar Rasidi also directed the state government and the commission to explain to the court within a day. The next hearing on the matter was to be on 23rd April, and the state government and the commission will have to submit their explanations on the same day. Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee on Monday laid the foundation stone for a 1,600 megawatt ultra supercritical thermal power plant at Salboni in West Midnapur of Jungle Mahal, calling it a landmark initiative in the state's journey towards industrial and infrastructure growth. The Greenfield project, to be developed by JSW Energy with an investment of rupees 16,000 crore. The plant will consist of 2 units of 800 megawatt each, and 23 districts will benefit from this initiative. India on Saturday strongly condemned the abduction and brutal killing of a Hindu minority leader in Bangladesh and reminded the interim government in Dhaka to live up to its responsibility of protecting all minorities, including Hindus, without inventing excuses or making distinctions. We have noted with distress the abduction and brutal killing of Bhavesh Chandra Rai, a Hindu minority leader in Bangladesh. This killing follows a pattern of systematic persecution of Hindu minorities under the interim government, even as the perpetrators of previous such events roam with impunity. Ministry of External Affairs spokesperson Randhir Jaiswal said in a social media post on the X platform, Bangladesh has requested Interpol to issue a red notice against former Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina and 11 others in connection with a case alleging conspiracy to overthrow the Muhammad Yunus-led interim government, according to local media reports. According to the reports, the request was submitted by the Bangladesh Police Headquarters amid an ongoing investigation into charges of inciting civil war and plotting to unseat the transitional administration. The red notice, once issued, would enable law enforcement agencies globally to locate and professionally detain the accused individuals pending extradition or other legal actions. Hasina, who is currently facing 100 cases ranging from mass murder to corruption, fled Bangladesh on 5 August last year following a massive student-led movement that resulted in the collapse of her 16-year rule under the Awami League. Defense Minister and Lucknow MP Rajnath Singh said that the people of Pakistan occupied Kashmir themselves will soon demand annexation with India. I am confident that the day is not far when the people of POK will say they want to be merged with India, Mr. Singh said. Mr. Singh was addressing a Prabudh Sammelan organized by the city BJP on Sunday. A contingent of the Indian Air Force reached AI Dhapra Air Base in the United Arab Emirates to participate in Exercise Desert Flag 10, a premier multinational air combat exercise, the defense minister said on Sunday. The IAF is fielding MiG-29 and Jaguar aircraft in the exercise, which is scheduled to take place between 21st April and 8 May, it said. Exercise Desert Flag is a multinational exercise being hosted by the UAE Air Force with participating contingents from the Air Forces of Australia, Bahrain, France, Germany, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, the Republic of Korea, Turkey, UAE, the United Kingdom and the United States in addition to the IAF. The IAF's participation underscores India's commitment to strengthening defense ties and interoperability with friendly nations in the region and beyond, the Defense Ministry said. Prime Minister Narendra Modi, paying an official visit to Saudi Arabia on 22nd and 23rd April at the invitation of Crown Prince and Prime Minister of the Kingdom, Mohammed bin Salman. This will be the PM's third visit to the kingdom. His previous visits took place in 2016 and 2019. India-US trade talks. A team of negotiators led by Commerce Secretary designate Rajesh Agarwal is likely to travel to Washington, D.C. next week to advance discussion on the proposed India-US bilateral trade agreement. The high-level meetings are expected to take place over 3 days, starting 23 April, according to the reports. Prime Minister Narendra Modi said on Friday that he spoke with SpaceX CEO Elon Musk and discussed the immense potential for collaboration in the areas of technology and innovation. The interaction between PM Modi and Mr. Musk took place against the backdrop of the negotiations for a bilateral trade agreement between India and the USA. A day after Elon Musk spoke with Prime Minister Narendra Modi on the phone, Tesla and SpaceX CEO Elon Musk on Saturday said he is looking forward to visiting India later this year. Indian astronaut to fly to ISS next month. Indian Air Force pilot, Group Captain and ISRO astronaut Shubhangshu Shukla has been named pilot for Axiom Mission 4, a private space flight for the International Space Station. Former NASA astronaut Peggy Whitson will command the commercial mission, while the two mission specialists are European Space Agency project astronaut Staus Wisniewski of Poland and Tibor Kapu of Hungary. This marks the first human space flight by an Indian in over 4 decades since Rakesh Sharma's legendary mission in 1984. An Indian origin astrophysicist led study published on Thursday found the strongest hints of alien life yet in an exoplanet more than 120 light years away from Earth. Calling the hints exciting, Professor Niku Madhusudan from the University of Cambridge's Institute of Astronomy in the UK said that the signal came through strong and clear. Using data from the Next Generation James Webb Space Telescope, Madhusudan and team detected the chemical fingerprints of dimethyl sulfide and or dimethyl disulfide in the atmosphere of the exoplanet K2-18b. K2-18b is 8.6 times as massive and 2.6 times as large as Earth and lies 124 light years away in the constellation of Leo. DMS and DMDS are molecules from the same chemical family and both are predicted to be biosignatures. On Earth, these are only produced by life, primarily microbial life such as marine phytoplanktons. While an unknown chemical process may be the source of these molecules in K2-18b's atmosphere, the results are the strongest evidence yet that life may exist on a planet outside our solar system, said the team in the paper detailed in the Astrophysical Journal Letters. On April 7, a biotechnology company in Texas, US, named Colossal Biosciences announced that it had resurrected a dire wolf, a large predator that went extinct more than 12,000 years ago. The company's claim that it had facilitated the birth of 3 dire wolf pups was met with a mix of wonder and delight. Video of the baby wolves howling went viral with the company. Their howls, the first to be heard on Earth in 10 millennia. Another achievement announced a month back, the woolly mouse. A genetically engineered lab mouse was publicly announced in March 2025 by the Colossal Biosciences. These mice were created in a laboratory as a part of Colossal Biosciences' efforts to de-extinct the woolly mammoth. The mice possess mammoth-like traits, including a thicker, longer, and wavy golden coat due to genetic modifications. In this connection, bear in mind that humans and chimpanzees share 96 to 99% of their DNA, and humans and bananas share 60%. So, somewhere in the future, after we have wiped ourselves out, some enterprising alien species may try to bring us back by using a banana, and whatever bits and pieces of us that are left to be displayed in some intergalactic zoo of failed species. Although different types of debates on the topic rages on, there is no doubt that we have entered the era of synthetic biology with all the promise and peril. Here ends the news. Best wishes to you all. Namaskar.